Guys, we are here at Gillette Stadium, and we pulled aside the head coach of the New Hampton Huskies, obviously a friend of the channel. We did a tour up there. Coach Ed Kiley. Ed, how you doing today?
Good, Alex. Thanks for having me.
Hey, thanks again for joining, Coach. For starters, though, let's talk about the clinic. You come down every single year. It's a far drive, but you come down and show support.
First of all, it's a great facility to have right here at Gillette Stadium. College and high school coaches from all over New England, and I ran into a guy from Pennsylvania, a coach from Pennsylvania last night. So they are attracting a lot of good coaches here and a lot of good napkin talk to, dealing at X and O's. So I love going down here. A lot of my friends from the Natick area are here, so it's nice to see old coaches as well as meeting new guys.
Yeah, and obviously, Ed, I wanted to pull you aside because there was a big shakeup here in the NEPSAC realignment. You've been around for a while, Ed, and you want to talk about, the NEPSAC shakeup, the realignment into 4 conferences now.
Yeah, so I had the opportunity to be involved in that from the representative from the Evergreen League, and it was best for prep school football in New England. It's really going to help some of those lower end schools that may be thinking of going 8-man route or even dropping football. So it's more competitive across the board. So from top to bottom, it's a fair schedule for, I think, all. It's going to keep competitive games and rivalry games still intact, which is really good. And I got to give it to all of NEPSAC Football Coaches Association and all the leagues that really did a good job, because it just didn't happen overnight. It was a lot of work. Timing was great, and we were very well prepared, and it was pretty much unanimous by all the schools. So that says a lot right there, the hard work that went into the scheduling. And like I said, I couldn't be more happy for NEPSAC football right now. It's exciting for us. It's exciting for everybody in New England. It was a lot of Zooms, a lot of phone calls, a lot of texts, and really it just got approved a couple weeks ago. Yeah, it was a lot of time that these representatives put in, and we wouldn't get paid for this, but it's the best for New England prep school football. Not only for the schools, but for the student athletes.
If you just want to go in depth, kind of like to the people who might not know, explain the tiers, so to be A, B, C, and D, correct?
Class A's are your bigger schools, and they're going to place the Class A schedule with crossovers with some of the other schools. And B, the Evergreen League specifically, we're going to be crossing over with the ISLs. There's going to be parity and great competitive games, I believe, on the different levels. And it took a long time because people some schools didn't know whether they wanted to be an A, B, C, or D. There was surveys that were brought out, the ADs got involved, the heads of school got involved. So it was really a big team effort by everybody.
And Ed, you've been in NEPSAC, for over 20 years now. For someone like you to get on board, I knew it was something good for the sport.
Yeah, so, again, it's all about saving prep school football and football in general. When a team gets rid of football anywhere, public school, private school, independent, it doesn't matter. And this hopefully will save some of those schools from maybe going 8-man or doing away with football. We're hoping to get some of those 8-man back to 11-man. That's what this schedule is built for. So it's not only the present, hopefully it's going to be good for the future.
And we won't talk about those teams, but that's something to shed light on. There are teams that might come back from 8-man. There are rumor of a few teams, and I think it just goes on to the power of this proposal, Coach?
Yeah, it's definitely. We'd love to get some of those schools like the Holdernesses of the world and Albany Academies to come back to play a competitive schedule, not be lopsided games. And sure, there's not going to be great games all the time, but this is set up for success, I believe.
And talk about some of these crossovers. You'll have Choate playing Dexter this year. You'll have just teams that you wouldn't normally play. These schools will have the opportunities to do so. Talk about your crossovers too.
The game is changed a lot, and the crossovers are good because if you don't go to a bowl, you're not going to cross over with anybody, most likely in the past. But now you get the good chance to go and play ISL schools, not just scrimmages. We scrimmage St. Zeb's every year, and it's a good competitive scrimmage. But now we get to play the likes of those schools, as part of our 1 or 2 games, depending. And our Evergreen League is still pretty strong, but this makes it a little bit better. So again, it's all about saving prep school football.
And then you'll be playing, who'd you say your crossover games were this year? This year, your crossover will be with Roxbury Latin. You've never been able to play a team like that before.
Right, and I don't, to be honest with you, I don't know anything about Roxbury Latin,
right.
That makes it fun. So we're excited. Kids are excited for the new schedule and to visit different schools. It's neat to go on different campuses that you haven't been on.
I think it's great that, a team like Dexter and St. Paul's, 2 teams that you've had dozens of bouts with the past few years, they move up, and I think that's also a great part of this model, Ed.
I'm going to miss playing St. Paul's because they're right down the street from us, but it's a great opportunity for those guys, for Dexter, which we've had some battles over the years with, and St. Paul's to move up and play a competitive schedule, week in and week out.
Right, and then, Ed, if you want to talk about your Huskies for 25, we've talked off camera. You feel pretty good about some of the guys you're bringing in.
Coming back we're around our low 20s right now coming back. Newer guys committed. I feel very good right now. We're still waiting for our kids to commit because things are trickling in, and I'm excited for commits, and I think we have some good guys in the pipeline, and I think we're going to be, in this new schedule, we're going to be pretty competitive.